Hi everybody, I'm Gail Perry and I'm here in my kitchen at home and I'm getting ready to make my traditional fabulous eggnog from scratch. Now today I'm going to give you 3 ways that successful major gift fundraising can be like the perfect eggnog that's homemade and is a treasured result. Number 1, take your time when you're developing a relationship with a major donor that you hope will cure and develop into a wonderful major gift. Because that's what I have to do with my eggnog. Today is the day before I'm going to serve it, and I have to mix all the ingredients, and it's got to sit overnight. And I have got to be patient. I cannot rush my eggnog, just like you cannot rush a major donor, because they have their own timetable, they have their own issues that they're dealing with in their life, but they do in fact love your cause, and they will come through with a wonderful result if you take your time and nurture the relationship carefully. Number 2, you have to strike the right balance of ingredients in your donor cultivation plan, just like I have to strike the perfect balance with eggs and sugar, and I've got my mixer back there, and I've got milk in the refrigerator, and I will be putting bourbon in the eggnog as the recipe calls for. And so I'm very careful to be sure that the balance is correct. Now, I change my recipe a little bit based on the result I want to create. I don't put in quite as much sugar. And so again, you're going to strike the right balance of ingredients when you are developing your major donor relationship, nurturing that lovely donor toward a wonderful gift. And you'll probably do a little of this and a little of that, a little personal thank yous, maybe a warm and friendly holiday gift, maybe an invitation to meet your C-suite leaders. Whatever you do, you have to have the perfect ingredients and the perfect balance in order to develop the perfect result from your donor. Number 3, my favorite of all, tried and tested recipes and major donor approaches work. And let me just show you, this is my joy of cooking from, the 1970s. I think I inherited it. Look at my recipe. You can see that it's scratched through. It's got all sorts of spatters on the page. Here's the back of the Joy of Cooking. It barely survived a burner. But this recipe is the best recipe. I've tried others, but everybody wants this recipe. Developing your relationship with a major donor also follows classic tried and tested approaches. For example, you take your time, you adapt your approach based on your donor's interests and timetable and willingness to connect with you. You carefully use the word you. It's all about the donor and not about your organization. You adapt, but you are following a playbook and a recipe that is time-tested, and you know it will create a superior result. I mean, we want to open the door to innovation, but we also want to be sure that the classic recipes and approaches for major donors are followed, unless you have good reason not to follow them, so that you can create a wonderful transformational gift from a happy donor to fund your organization's mission. So I hope you have happy holidays. I hope you have some eggnog of your own. I can't invite you here to my kitchen to try the homemade, but I highly recommend it. And take care.